Dr. Starkman and his staff are maybe the neatest group of people that we've ever been around. I've never met a doctor that treats his staff the way that Dr. Starkman treats his. The amount of excitement that his staff has to come to work every day, the amount of excitement that they shared for the expansion of this space, it made us excited. My role in the Starkman Surgery Center project was to ensure that both my project management and field teams had everything that they needed to be successful while maintaining and managing the collaborative environment on the project. My name is Nick Veltman and I am the owner of Venn Construction. A team of people that know what they want, it is not normal in our industry. And so for Dr. Starkman to know exactly what he wants, all the way down to the smallest detail. For the architect with Tracy and James, Mark Discornia over at Cunningham to know exactly how to put his wants and needs into the drawings. And for a staff that's going to ultimately utilize and purpose the space to know what they want and how they use it, unbelievably collaborative. Hard for me to say that one of the most difficult builds we've ever performed, one of the most intricate and complicated builds to also run the smoothest. Those two things should not be synonymous, but we had a really, really awesome time. The medical equipment used within his operating rooms is also state-of-the-art. The surgical arms that were provided by Anthony Reyes and his team, unbelievable amount of sophistication and planning that goes into that process. And whether you're in the exam room, whether you're in a consult room, whether you're in the lobby or the operating room, every space is immaculate, all the way down to the janitor's closet. It was truly a fun and unique project for us to be able to work on.
My name is Brett Stevens. I've been a superintendent with Venn Construction for 5 years now. We will have a pretty heavy introduction of overhead steel here in the next few days that will carry the load for the Skyboom light fixture that will sit in the center of the room. And it acts as the doctor's light, his camera, he's got shelving, he's got all kinds of things that will articulate inside the room. Industry-wide, we've seen a lot of lead time issues, material issues, delays, that sort of thing, manpower problems. I think the biggest thing is just communication. I think letting them know where we're at, where we want to be on specific dates or specific benchmarks or timelines, finding what areas that we can kind of get caught up on.
My name's Chase Webb. I'm with Innovative Medical, and I do capital medical sales for them as a medical consultant. What we're able to do is we're able to give the staff the workspace that they need to have an efficient and safe environment to give the patient full care. So we take away any of the worries inside the room with the equipment boom of cords going into the walls and having trip hazards for the staff. The equipment mount here is our new Freedom Boom series. It's going to have a computer up top in that top arm. When it senses motion, what it's going to do is going to motorize and help the staff position that equipment carrier wherever they want to inside the room so they can focus more in on the patient. It's coming in, we found out the actual infrastructure inside the room was wood. At Skytron, we do have some pretty stringent requirements for hanging our booms. With having the longest reach on the market, our deflection is actually a little bit higher, so we had to work with the structural engineers to figure out a way to create kind of a steel overlay around the wood to give us our steel beams that we needed to hang the mount off of. And then construction obviously did a great job of working around with us and making sure that we got it done.
My name is Sid Starkman. I'm a facial plastic surgeon here in Scottsdale, Arizona, and we specialize mostly in cosmetic rhinoplasty and facelift surgery. We built it trying to have the resources of a larger surgery center or hospital in a smaller location with just 3 operating rooms so that we could have a more intimate and discreet experience for patients undergoing facial plastic surgery. We were at our last location. When we first came here, we started our practice here in Scottsdale, and we were in a much smaller space. We're still trying to do everything in that location to give the best care, best surgical experience, everything to patients. But as we grew, our patient volume increased, our staff increased, and we just felt like we were running out of the space and the resources that we needed to continue to do everything at our own standards. That's where we had the idea that we just wanted to keep doing what we were doing, but have more room, more facilities, and be able to do things our own way that we wanted to do it for patients. We wanted patients to be able to come into a lobby, see a surgeon or see a provider, learn about their surgical procedure, plan their surgical dates and their surgical experience, and then come right back to the same location and have surgery at the same state-licensed, fully accredited surgery center, and then come back to that location for all of their checkups and follow-ups afterwards. It's all in one space. After we had that idea, then we had to move on to funding and resources, so coming up with our business plan and working with our banking partners. From there, we went on and just worked with our amazing architecture team to bring everything to life, because we just wanted to keep doing what we could do to the best that we could. And Venn Construction worked with us even before any of the demolition or construction started. Venn Construction was with us during the design phases with the architecture team to bring it all to life. The process went quickly and smoothly and eventually got us to exactly where we want to be right now.